My beloved child, don't skip, because what you're about to hear was never meant to be noticed. A hospital parking camera, silent and ignored like hundreds of others, captured something that connects directly to you. This is not a random recording. This is not a coincidence. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and every second you stay will pull you closer to a truth that has been circling your life quietly. At first glance, it looks ordinary. Cars moving in slow loops, headlights fading in and out, people walking with tired steps. But hidden inside those normal moments is a pattern that shouldn't exist. The camera didn't just record movement, it recorded timing. A moment so precise that when experts reviewed it later, they paused the footage again and again. Don't skip, because what happened in that parking area happened exactly when it was meant to. Listen carefully now. The camera timestamp aligns with a moment in your life when you felt something shift without explanation. A strange pause. A sudden thought. A feeling you couldn't name. That feeling wasn't random. The footage shows someone stopping, turning, and looking directly toward the camera for 3 seconds longer than normal. Stay till the end, because those 3 seconds changed more than you realize. What makes this recording unsettling isn't what you see, but what you don't see. No sound. No obvious signal. Yet the body language tells a different story. The person hesitates, as if recognizing something familiar without understanding why. Don't skip, because the camera angle reveals a reflection that should not align with the surroundings, and that reflection leads straight into your unanswered questions. Now here's where it becomes personal. The hospital records show no appointment, no visit, no official reason for that person to be there at that exact time. And yet, the parking log confirms their presence. Stay till the end, because when investigators matched that time with external data, one specific detail stood out, and it shares a connection with you that cannot be dismissed. Take a breath and focus. The camera zooms automatically, not manually, as if triggered by motion it was never programmed to detect. This zoom reveals an object being held close, not shown clearly, but protected. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because that object carries meaning far beyond the parking lot, far beyond the hospital walls. What shocked everyone was the sequence that followed. After the person leaves the frame, the camera continues recording empty space for several seconds longer than its usual cycle. No movement. No reason. Just stillness. Stay till the end, because that pause mirrors a pause in your own life that you may have overlooked, but it has been shaping your path quietly. And now you understand why this footage matters. This isn't about a parking camera. This isn't about a hospital. It's about timing, recognition, and a message hidden in plain sight. Don't skip what comes next, because the next part will reveal why this moment was captured for you, and why ignoring it could mean missing the biggest revelation meant for your eyes alone. Look closely now, because this is where the silence starts speaking. Don't skip, because what happens next in that hospital parking footage wasn't noticed for months, and when it finally was, people realized the camera didn't just capture an event, it preserved a warning. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this moment is the doorway to it. The second sequence reveals a detail so subtle that even trained eyes missed it at first. A shadow appears where no person is standing, stretching slightly longer than the light source allows. This is not imagination. This is geometry. Don't skip, because that shadow moves before the person does, as if reacting a fraction of a second earlier. That tiny delay holds a meaning connected to decisions you made without knowing why. Now pause and listen carefully. The parking lines, the signs, the numbers painted on the ground, they all form a visual pattern when the footage is slowed down. Stay till the end, because this pattern repeats only once more in the entire recording archive, and that repetition aligns with a date that changed something important in your life. This is not random. Something huge is waiting for you behind this alignment. Here's where the emotional weight deepens. The person in the footage briefly places a hand on their chest, a gesture that usually appears when someone feels recognition or reassurance. Don't skip. That gesture lasted less than a second, but it carries the same emotional signature found in moments when people realize they are not alone. The camera didn't just see a person, it caught a feeling. At this point, if this is already making your mind race, pause for 1 second and share this video with someone you trust. Stay till the end, because revelations like this are meant to be witnessed, not ignored. And if you're still here, subscribe now, because what comes next will connect dots you never thought belonged together. The environment itself reacts next. A parked car's lights flicker once, not due to movement, but due to signal interference that normally shouldn't exist in that area. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because that interference appears exactly when the person looks back one final time, as if responding to something unseen. What makes this impossible to forget is the aftermath. After that night, 3 unrelated people reported a sudden sense of clarity within the same hour, all within a small radius of that hospital. Stay till the end, because one of those reports contains a sentence that mirrors a thought you've had but never said out loud. And this is where part 2 leaves you on the edge. The camera captured more than visuals, it captured connection. Don't skip what's coming next, because the next revelation explains why this moment was recorded at all, and why your attention right now is not an accident but a continuation of what began in that parking lot. Before you assume you've understood it all, pause right here. Don't skip, because this part shifts everything you think you know about that hospital parking camera. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this layer was hidden beneath the obvious for a reason. When analysts slowed the footage even further, they noticed a rhythm in the frames themselves. Not sound, not motion, rhythm. Every few seconds, the light intensity changes in a pattern that doesn't match passing vehicles or automatic exposure. Don't skip, because this rhythm mirrors something deeply human: hesitation, decision, release. The camera was quietly recording more than images. Now focus on the background. Far behind the main subject, a door opens and closes without anyone entering or exiting. It happens quickly, almost dismissible. Stay till the end, because that door movement appears only once in the entire week of recordings. And when cross-checked, it lines up with a moment in your past where an opportunity opened, and closed, before you could react. What intensifies the emotional pull is the stillness afterward. The person stands there, unmoving, not checking a phone, not adjusting clothing, just standing. Don't skip. That kind of stillness usually appears when someone is listening internally, weighing something important. The camera didn't capture noise, but it captured intent. Then comes a detail no one expected. The reflection in a nearby car window briefly shows a second outline, not a clear figure, but a distortion that shouldn't exist at that angle. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, because this distortion matches a known visual effect that occurs only when two focal points overlap in a frame. Here is where your connection deepens. That overlap happens when attention and awareness meet. Don't skip, because studies show this effect appears during moments of realization, when someone subconsciously recognizes a truth before their mind accepts it. The footage isn't just documenting a scene. It's documenting a realization in progress. The timestamp ticks forward, and something subtle but powerful happens next. The person exhales slowly, shoulders dropping slightly. Stay till the end, because that physical release is the same response people have when they finally understand why something in their life felt delayed, blocked, or misaligned. And now the question forms without being spoken. Why was this recorded? Why was this moment preserved? Don't skip what comes next, because the following part explains how this footage connects to a choice you haven't made yet, and why watching this until the end matters more than you realize. This is the point where most people feel the urge to look away, but don't skip, because this section carries the weight of the entire recording. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and the hospital parking camera reveals its most unsettling detail right here. The footage resumes after a gap that shouldn't exist. Not a cut, not an edit, a gap where the system logs show recording, but the visual feed shows nothing but static calm. Don't skip, because that calm isn't emptiness. Analysts confirmed the camera was active, yet it captured no motion, no light shift, no environmental change. Moments like this are extremely rare, and they only appear when something disrupts normal perception. Now focus on the return of the image. The scene comes back slightly misaligned, as if the camera is seeing the space differently. Stay till the end, because the parking spot numbers appear sharper than the people, and that reversal shouldn't happen. It's as if the environment is being emphasized over the individual, hinting that the place itself holds the message. Here's where the emotional pull tightens. The person re-enters the frame briefly, but their pace is different now, slower, deliberate, aware. Don't skip. This change in movement reflects what happens after someone internally accepts something they can't explain but feel deeply. The camera captured that transition in real time. At this moment, pause and take action. If this is resonating with you, share this video with someone who needs clarity. Stay till the end, and make sure you're subscribed, because what you're witnessing unfolds only once, and missing the final link would leave the story incomplete. Next, a small but powerful detail appears. A vehicle's mirror reflects the hospital entrance, and for a split second, the reflection shows more light than the entrance itself. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because this light spike matches the exact second when the person nods, not to anyone visible, but as if acknowledging and understanding. The system logs reveal something else. After this night, that camera never behaved the same way again. Stay till the end, because technicians reported subtle timing shifts that began only after this recording, as if the event left a permanent imprint on the system. And now you're standing at the edge of the revelation. This footage was not just captured, it was marked. Don't skip what comes next, because the final part explains why this moment connects directly to a decision approaching your life, and why seeing this through to the end changes how you recognize it when it arrives. Now listen with full attention, because this is where everything quietly points toward you. Don't skip, because what follows is not dramatic on the surface, yet it carries the strongest meaning of all. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this is the moment the footage stops being just footage. After that night, a routine system audit flagged the recording with a neutral tag, something rarely used and usually ignored. Don't skip. That tag appears only when data doesn't violate rules but doesn't fully make sense either. It's the system's way of saying, this matters, but I don't know why. That single mark ensured the footage was never deleted. When investigators reviewed surrounding days, they noticed something emotional rather than technical. People entering that parking area afterward behaved differently. Slower steps. Longer pauses. Stay till the end, because environments don't usually influence behavior unless something meaningful has happened there. The place itself seemed to hold memory. Here is where your inner connection strengthens. One person, days later, stopped in the exact same spot, looked around, and smiled faintly without any clear reason. Don't skip. That reaction is often linked to subconscious recognition, the feeling of being close to an answer you can't yet name. The camera caught that smile, small, but undeniable. At this point, if this story is pulling at you, comment your thoughts and share this video so others don't miss what's unfolding. Stay till the end, and make sure you're subscribed, because moments like this don't repeat, and the next layer depends on your attention. Now notice the detail that sealed the importance of this recording. The camera's internal clock corrected itself by 1 second after this event and never drifted again. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, because that correction aligned the system perfectly for the first time since installation. Precision emerged from that moment. Emotionally, this matters because it mirrors something in your life, a correction you didn't plan, a delay that suddenly made sense. Stay till the end, because the footage suggests that alignment doesn't announce itself loudly. It appears quietly, disguised as an ordinary moment. And this is why Part 5 matters so deeply. The camera didn't just witness an event, it became a reference point. Don't skip what comes next, because the final revelations will explain why this footage found its way to you now, and what recognizing it prepares you for next. Notice how your attention feels sharper right now, because that's not accidental. Don't skip, because this is where the recording begins to mirror your present moment instead of the past. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this section explains why the footage feels like it's watching back. Weeks after the incident, the hospital quietly adjusted the camera's angle by a fraction so small it was barely measurable. Don't skip. That adjustment wasn't requested by any technician. It appeared in the system logs as an automatic correction, as if the camera itself chose a clearer view. From that day forward, everything in its frame appeared slightly more centered, more balanced. What's unsettling is what followed emotionally, not technically. Staff members reported feeling calmer in that parking area without knowing why. Stay till the end, because calm without explanation usually appears when uncertainty has already passed. The place no longer felt like a transition point, but like a pause designed for understanding. Now connect this to yourself. Think of a moment when confusion slowly turned into quiet certainty, without any dramatic announcement. Don't skip. The camera captured that same transition visually. Not through action, but through stillness. The footage holds a calm that didn't exist before. Something huge is waiting for you here. The timestamps after that night show fewer errors, fewer gaps, fewer corrections. Stay till the end, because systems don't improve themselves unless something meaningful recalibrates them. That recalibration echoes a shift you've been approaching in your own life. At this moment, take a second to share this with someone who values clarity, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what completes this story. Don't skip, because understanding grows stronger when it's acknowledged and carried forward. One final visual detail stands out. The lighting at dusk in that parking area became softer, more even, as if the harsh contrasts faded. Stay till the end, because that change reflects emotional resolution. When extremes balance out and perspective settles. And now you're closer than ever to the core message. This recording didn't just document change, it demonstrated readiness. Don't skip what follows, because the next section reveals why recognizing this moment prepares you for something approaching your life quietly, yet unmistakably. This is where everything comes together, so don't skip now. Stay till the end, because this final stretch carries the meaning that was building from the very first second. Something huge is waiting for you, and the hospital parking camera becomes a mirror rather than a witness. The last review of the footage revealed no new movement, no new person, no dramatic action. Don't skip. What it revealed instead was consistency. Every frame after that night held balance, no sudden shifts, no unexplained pauses. In systems analysis, this is known as stabilization after resolution, when a question has already been answered. Emotionally, this matters because resolution rarely arrives with noise. Stay till the end, because the most important changes in life don't announce themselves, they settle in quietly. The camera's calm mirrors the calm that appears when you stop searching and start recognizing. Now think of why you're hearing this story now. Don't skip. The footage resurfaced during a routine archive check, randomly placed in a review queue it had never entered before. Timing like that isn't planned. It's revealed. And that reveal aligns with a phase in your life where awareness matters more than action. Something huge is waiting for you here. The final frames show the parking area empty, yet complete. Stay till the end, because emptiness in recordings usually signals absence, but here it signals readiness. Space cleared for what comes next. The emotional pull tightens gently, not forcefully. Don't skip. This is the feeling of knowing without needing proof, of trusting alignment without explanation. The camera didn't predict anything, it confirmed something that was already set in motion. And now, as the recording ends, the message becomes clear. What was captured wasn't meant to alarm you or rush you. Stay till the end, because it was meant to prepare you. To remind you that moments of recognition often appear ordinary, hidden in places you pass every day. This story ends here, but its meaning doesn't. Don't skip what happens next in your own life, because just like that quiet parking lot, you're standing at a point of clarity. Something huge has already aligned, and now, you're ready to notice it. Stay with me a little longer, because this final layer doesn't add noise, it adds meaning. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and this is where the story quietly turns inward. After the footage was archived again, nothing unusual happened on the surface. No alerts. No follow-ups. Yet the data around it began to form a boundary, like a circle closing naturally. Stay till the end, because when systems stop changing around a record, it usually means the purpose of that record has been fulfilled. What matters now is the feeling the footage leaves behind. Not curiosity, not tension, recognition. Don't skip. Recognition appears when something aligns with what you already sensed but couldn't explain. The camera didn't create that feeling, it reflected it. Notice how the setting fades from importance. The hospital, the parking lines, the lights, they all dissolve into background. Stay till the end, because the message was never about the place. It was about awareness arriving quietly, without needing proof or permission. Something huge is waiting for you here, and it isn't dramatic. It's subtle. The kind of realization that doesn't demand action, only attention. Don't skip, because attention is what turns ordinary moments into turning points. The footage ends without a signal, without a marker, without instruction. Stay till the end, because endings like that are intentional. They leave space, not for fear, but for clarity. Space for you to recognize what's already aligning. Emotionally, this is the calm after understanding. Don't skip. It's the moment when questions stop multiplying and start dissolving. When you no longer need the camera, the footage, or the explanation. And now the circle is complete. The hospital parking camera captured something you needed to see, not on the screen, but within yourself. Stay till the end of this moment, because something huge has already arrived, quietly, and you're ready to move forward without needing to look back.